It's a new day tomorrow, though. And you know what they say about a new day? Say, I don't know, some shit about
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
Good round, you're celebrating with your appetite. Bad round, you're using your appetite to forget about the round. I'll tell you something about appetite. It's a real fucking great thing to have. There's no place that better services my appetite than Pizza Hut. Even
classic Bobby Knight. May you rest easy. All right. All right, let's get into it because the slate tomorrow still fire. I mean, as far as good games, look, I know I lost a lot of money, but there was a shit ton of good games today. 8 a.m. Iona, Long Beach State.
Both got
Long
drilled
Beach
today.
is laying 5. I'm on Iona plus the 5. What are you doing here?
I'm on Iona too, but I will not lock this game up because I'll get my ass kicked in the early slate.
Don't do any morning games. No more morning.
I'm gonna have one. I will definitely do one. I don't know which one yet, but this is not it. I can tell you that. Both got drilled today.
Hey, and Kenneth has a good point. Right now, you can't sue me if I have no money, right? There we go. I just lost my ass today. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, Men at Work, whatever the fuck your band name was? What are you gonna do when you knock on this door? Are you just gonna throw me in jail? Okay. All right. Kelly LePepe and Loyola Marymount, they can't buy a win right now. They are taking on the Airport in the Cayman Islands. This one sitting at Loyola minus 5.5. Gimme the 5.5. Oh no. Actually, I'm laying it. LePepe. They're due. I feel like they're better than their record. What do you think?
Yeah, they're both kind of due. They both have lost 2 games in there. I guess this is the 7th place game. Let's go, Kelly LePepe. Let's go. 7th place.
The golf course of Binghamton is taking on fucking Sacred Heart. In Fairfield, Connecticut. Sacred Heart won by 15 last year. Why is it a 3.5 point spread? I mean, I know it's last year, but still. I'll lay it with Sacred Heart. What are you doing here?
Golf court's been hot lately. I will. I'll take the points. Very convincing.
I love how this game, North Carolina or UNC Wilmington taking on App State. Hey, why didn't you just play a home and home? Instead, you're in Fort Myers, Florida at some credit union. But Wilmington's laying 3.5. We should lock this.
This is my one. Wilmington,
Let's go.
The Seahawks, baby.
Let's go.
I'm winning this one. Let's go.
Let's go. All right. What does Nick Cage do again in Gone in 60 Seconds? Let's go. Something like that. That's my Nick Cage. Terrible. Prairie View is catching 11.5 against Eastern Kentucky. I am locking up Prairie View plus 11.5 against Eastern Kentucky. I can't help myself. PV, baby. What are you doing here?
Does it worry you that it's kind of like a sell high moment that they've won 2 in a row?
100%. 100%.
Eastern Kentucky just lost to fucking Tennessee Martin. I'm going to lay the points, but I'm not going to lock Battle View. That is a lot.
Central Michigan's catching 6.5 against Stetson. Dude, Stetson looked like the second coming of, fucking, I don't know, 95 Rockets. Feel like they had Olajuwon, Drexler, Otis Thorpe is 94, right? I got to lay it with Stetson. What are you doing here?
I'm going to lay it as well. I mean, Central Michigan's won 2 in a row. We have to fade them here.
Yeah. Should we lock this?
Yes, let's go. Stetson.
The Hatters. Yes, shout out to Joe Flo talking about Vernon Maxwell. Vernon Maxwell, great follow on Twitter if he's still there. He shits on the racist Utah Jazz fans almost every day. It's a very fun watch. And also one of the best moments. See, everyone, the Malice at the Palace was 20 years ago. I feel like someone tweeted it. It was fantastic. But one of the best moments I thought was, I believe it was a Portland Trailblazer fan said some shit about Vernon Maxwell's mom. And he went up in the stands and he punched him right in the fucking face. And it was fantastic. It was like one of those moments. I think we should have a TV show like that. I've told you that before. But anyway, Vernon Maxwell. Yeah, that team was fantastic. They had a gigantic white dude that could hit threes named Matt Bullard. Anyone remember Matt Bullard? Morgan State is taking on Radford. Morgan State's catching 13.5.
In Cancun.
Radford and Cancun. They're prepped for that shit though, in a way. They drink their ass off at Radford, but I don't know if they don't have that much scattered ass going through Radford. Give me Morgan State plus the points. What are you doing here?
I'm going to lay it. I think Radford coming off back-to-back losses, bounce back spot here. I think they're going to put it on them, but I'm not locking it. This is a big number.
Texas State's catching 3.5 against McNeese. What island is this on? No, this is in Ruston. This is in
Ruston, Louisiana.
Wait, but Ruston, Louisiana is where La Tech is. That's not where McNeese. So they're okay. I feel like we should probably lock up McNeese.
Did you say Texas State is favored?
No, McNeese is favored by 3.5.
Yeah, I'm still going to lock it. I think McNeese is a much better team. Let's go.
Lay the 3.5 with the Cowboys. Let's go. Oakland and Marshall. I need a line. Oakland, Marshall. I see it actually. I'm sorry. Marshall minus 1.5 against Oakland. I'll take Oakland. They've been playing better. I don't know. Marshall looked all right though. What are you doing here?
Yeah, both these two teams are decent. I'll go Oakland. They're hard to prepare for on short rest with that zone.
Louisiana, Buffalo. I need this one. What is this line here?
Give me Buffalo, whatever it is.
Louisiana's laying 7.5.
Oh, this fucking reeks. They're terrible.
We've got to do it. System play. Raging Cajuns minus 7.5. Let's go. Let's go. Jump in. Jump in, buddy. What are you doing?
I cannot lay that with Louisiana. I'll root for you here.
Syracuse, Gonzaga. Gonzaga's laying 12.5. Give me the Qs and the points. What are you doing here?
I got a lock here. I'm going to lock up the Zags. Bounce back here. I think they're going to drone by 20 plus. I was impressed today.
Moneyline Mac locking up the Zags. Chicago State's catching 5.5 against Northern Colorado. Oh man. Oh man.
Well, who the hell knows?
This is in Cancun as well.
Yeah.
Oh boy, give me Chicago State, but I'm not going to bet it. I want to bet it because I've made so much money off Chicago State last year, but this year I've eaten shit with Chicago State, so I can't. I'm off. What are you doing? What are you doing here?
Yeah, who knows what Chicago State's doing in Cancun? I'm going to lay with Northern Colorado.
Northeastern's laying 4.5 against Georgia Southern. Lay it. What are you doing here?
I'll lay with Northeastern too. They're the better team.
Yeah. Southern Utah, the Thunderbirds are catching 13.5 against La Tech in Ruston, Louisiana as well. They got a doubleheader there. 13.5. It's too much. Give me the Thunderbirds plus 13.5. What are you doing here?
Way too many points. I'm going to lock up Southern Utah. I think they're live here. This is way too many points. We're going to on the money line.
I'll join you. I think that line's off. I think it should be around 7 or 8. Let's go. Give me the Thunderbirds and the points.
3.
Triple lock it all around.
Oh, Thunderbirds.
Let's go. I mean, those Utah schools, with the exception of Valley. All right. Thunder, they're in Southern. They're by Zion. All right. They're not these artsy, fartsy, trying to do film festivals. They got Robert Redford eating fucking clam chowder in their restaurants. No, they're not doing that. All right. Where are we at here? Let's go.
Friends through eternity, loyalty, honesty will stay together through thick or thin. Friends forever will.
The Citadel is laying 1.5 against North Carolina Central.
The same line as today.
No. Central is better. Central's better. Give me Central. I'm not locking it though. What are you doing here?
1 point game either way. I am not locking this. So take the points.
Florida State, Colorado. Do we have a line on this one? Why don't I see a line on this one right now?
Ooh, I'm looking forward to this one.
Colorado's laying 6.5. Where the hell's where's my theme music?
This is a Dion Bowl here.
Kicks doing the Seminole rap. We are the Seminoles of Florida State. We know we're good. Some say we're great.
They might not win, but I think they can cover. High Point is taking on Illinois State. Where the fuck's the line here? I don't even see this one. Do you?
I don't either. No.
Illinois State's laying 1.5. I'll lay it, but I do think this could be a tricky game. What are you doing here?
I'll lay it too. Go back to the other one. I'm gonna lock up Florida State. I think that's a game. Too many points.
Moneyline Mac locking up the Seminoles. Drake is laying 1 against Akron. This game's awesome.
Ooh.
Where's this game? This is in Bahamas, right? Or Cayman Islands.
Yes.
You know what, man? Give me Akron. I think Akron's better right now.
They're both off a loss too. I think I like Akron more too. I'll ride with you.
Cancun, Mexico, JMU, Southern Illinois. JMU's laying 5.5. Why do I feel like this is a great money line spot for Southern Illinois?
Yeah, I'm going to lock up the Salukis here, man. This is a sell high. They're ranked.
Yeah, hold on.
They barely got by Radford. Now they're going down to Cancun. Yes.
Think about this. They barely get by Radford. They party that night because they're ranked and they just came back and won. College game day was there on Saturday. They're partying. I know they lost, but it doesn't matter. You're still fucking partying. Yeah. Then so it's a Saturday night. You're having a good time. Then, obviously 2 days later, you're in Cancun. Fuck out of here. Give me Southern Illinois. Let's lock this. Let's lock this. Salukis, money line play, plus 175. Kennesaw State is heading to Greenville, North Carolina.
Staying there.
Laying 6.5. Lock it up, dude. They're going to fucking drill Kennesaw. Lay the 6.5. What are you doing here?
This line kind of reeks. Give me the points. I am not lock battling you though. Not with Kennesaw.
Rice is catching 5.5 against Indiana State. Indiana State. I mean, Rice has been weird, man. I'll lay it with Indiana State. What are you doing here?
I actually really like Rice here. I'm going to lock Rice. I think they're going to win this game outright. Let's go.
You're crazy.
I've been impressed with Rice.
Going with the Rice-A-Roni, the Houston, Texas treat.
I needed a little.
Sorry.
I needed a little push on the Owls there. I actually I made the line -1.5, but I've ate shit on them before with Harvard when I said wrong team favored. But I think the wrong team's favored here with Rice going up against Indiana State.
You know what this is, guys, right? Bieniek. There comes a point where you got to think about stuff. You know what I mean?
Lock battle us.
There comes a point. There comes a point.
Now we got a problem.
In one corner, Pick Dundee is riding with the and Rob Donaldson riding with the Sycamores. In the other corner, Mac and Noah with the Rice-A-Roni Houston treat.
Hoo.
Let's go. Okay. Next up, we jump over to UNLV laying 2 against Richmond. I'm on board with UNLV here. I could be talked into a lock with UNLV here. I think UNLV is decent. I think Richmond, I just can't trust them yet consistently. They played good today, but I'm kind of expecting regression tomorrow.
Richmond's hard to prepare for, though, on short rest with that fucked up Princeton offense. So
That's true.
I'll go Richmond. I could see this going either way. Flip of a coin for me.
I'm going to go UNLV, but I won't bet it. Army, Albany. Albany's laying 4.5. We should load up on Albany. We have a, I'm telling you, load up on Albany. Army sucks.
You want to lock battle this? Give me Army, baby. Wrong team favorite.
In one corner, Pick Dundee's riding with the Great Danes. And the other Moneyline Max going with the Black Knights. Noah, can you get me the Lehigh Monmouth spread? Shout out to Tommy Lee with the $5 tip there, folks. That is a fucking great guy right there.
No problem finding that line for you here. Monmouth is catching 1.5. This is my favorite bet of the day. I like the Hawks against Lehigh.
This is a lock. This
Wrong
line is
team
off.
favored. Yeah.
Yes.
Give me Monmouth.
Lehigh's having trouble dealing with those preseason expectations. Of
Lehigh's
being a top
been
team
having
in the
trouble for
Patriot.
40 fucking years. Let's go. Right?
Me too.
Monmouth all day. Marist is catching 3.5 against New Hampshire. Nope. I'll lay the 3.5. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'll lay it too.
The chat's also saying there's a -1 with Monmouth over at DK.
We just flipped it.
For what it's worth, I mean, it's +1.5 for both teams at some of the books. So shop that line around.
You can middle it.
Noah, why don't you stay here for a second? Noah, our producer, he resides in the great state of Michigan.
Oh,
Eastern Michigan is catching 2.5 against Detroit. Since you're our college basketball experience Michigan expert, I think we should lay the 2.5 with Detroit. But what? You're a little closer to things over there. What are you doing?
I am actually going to go Eastern Michigan here. For me, Eastern Michigan just beat Cleveland State. Like, that's more impressive than Ole Miss without a couple of pieces and then getting shit on by Ohio in the recent 2 games from Detroit. And I'm not sold on Cincinnati. They got destroyed, ran out of the building there. This Detroit team is not complete. We've already talked about it a couple times on the show. They're waiting on a couple of waivers themselves. So I like Eastern Michigan here.
All right, you convinced me. Go Eagles. Mac, what are you doing here?
You convinced me too. Screaming Eagles.
Yeah, let's go.
There's a gross lock coming up here too. So get ready, chat.
Fran Dumfries catching 26.5 at Cameron Indoor Stadium against Duke.
Not this one.
Give me LaSalle the points. What are you doing here?
Yeah, too many points. Duke takes the foot off the pedal.
Boston is taking on Davidson. BU is getting 14.5 points in John Belk Arena.
What Davidson just do? They lost to East
They
Tennessee
lost.
State.
I'll take Davidson. I
kind of feel
No.
like it's a smash spot
No, but they don't drill teams, I feel like.
because they're slow and white. Yeah, I'm still going to lay with Davidson.
All right, let's go. I'm not betting that game. The fucking Long Island Sharks are catching 12.5 against the Columbia fucking Lions. This Ivy League pussy shit. You think the fucking Sharks really deserve to be 12.5 point dogs with fucking former NBA greats like Rod Strickland? He was a fucking New York Knick back in the day when they had Bernard King and shit. I'm on the fucking Sharks plus the 12.5. I think we should fucking lock this fucking thing up. What do you think?
So we didn't do the recap on Saturday because you had college football. Remember when I locked up Maryland Eastern Shore fading the Ivy League school with the big win with Penn? Same handicap here. We are going to fade the big win for Columbia at Temple. Lock up the LIU Sharks here and sprinkle some on the money line. They're live in this game.
I went a couple.
Columbia.
No, you can't. I went a couple of years back, and I have not found a Columbia win against a D1 opponent by 13 points. It just, I think it's like a rarity, like a rare extinct or like endangered species, a 13-point Columbia win. That's what we're talking about here for the line.
LIU's
You know what
winning
that
this
means,
game.
folks?
Friends through eternity, loyalty, honesty honesty will stay together through thick or thin.
He's talking about the fucking endangered species list. There's no fucking sharks on the fucking, because they're fucking natural predators. They go around the fucking ocean eating all this type of shit. You know what I mean? They're like my Uncle D at fucking Thanksgiving dinner.
Is Long Island capable enough of winning this game with Columbia coming off the Temple win?
Yes,
are they
100%.
capable?
100%.
This is
Maryland Eastern Shore just beat Penn off the Villanova win.
because
The
this is your
fucking
money
Sharks
line
are fucking live, and they got some bite to the fucking Sharks. You saw they covered against fucking UCLA. Where the fuck was John Wooden then? All right,
plus 700. I think this is your nice money line play of the day here.
Oh yeah.
Let's go. The fucking Sharks. You come swim with the fucking Sharks, and you win a bunch of money tomorrow, folks. Who doesn't like straight cash? All right, let's go.
By 20. Hey, Chad, don't let them win by 20 tomorrow. We'll be dancing on the moon.
Yeah. Prepare yourself for if the fucking Sharks get drilled tomorrow. This one fucking idiot thinks I'm an alcoholic with just a fucking Sapporo. Wait, if the fucking Sharks get blown out by 30, I'm gonna have 3 bottles of fucking vodka here and God knows what. I'll be smoking dust. I'll do all this crazy shit. Anyway, let's go. All right. Anyway, South Carolina Upstate's catching 2.5 against Ball State. Upstate's going to win this game. I don't know. I like Ball State's coach though, but
I like Ball State's good too. And it's in Muncie.
Yeah, you're right. Give me Ball State. Give me Ball State.
Yeah, I'll go Ball State. Yeah.
UMBC's catching 19.5 against Maryland. I feel like we should probably bet Maryland because is this the one they just fucking put it on them after
Maryland,
just
we Maryland by 30 here.
Let's
Lock
go.
it up. This is the spot.
Take the Terps. Let's go.
Yeah, I thought this was. Go ahead.
I said, didn't UMBC just play like 3 games in 5 days too? And now they got to go to Maryland or College Park. So yeah, this is the smash spot.
EMU, you mean UMBC? UMBC.
What'd I say?
EMU, didn't you? Or am I crazy?
Oh, yeah. It's same thing.
Yeah.
I was wondering if this would be like I was wanting Colby's opinion on this game because it is a little bit of a little brother big brother matchup, but I got this one at -23 for Maryland. I think this is one where they bounce back. They played 3 tough opponents in a row. They had UAB, and then it was Davidson. Was that their second opponent there that they lost to?
Yeah.
And then they got blown out by Villanova. This is truly a bounce back spot.
Yeah. Shout out to Alfred44. He goes, I would take ABC store employees over the fucking Long Island Sharks. All right.
Wait till they beat Columbia tomorrow, baby.
You just wait. You just wait. All right, Alpha44, you wait till the fucking Sharks get a hold of you. All right? You got that asshole?
Ivy League guys up.
Yeah, Idaho State's getting 3.5 against Campbell. Campbell, we should lock Campbell. I think.
I kind of agree with you. I mean, you look at what Idaho State did. They beat him Warner Pacific and Northwest, and then they've lost every other game. Campbell, on the other end, they've lost everybody too.
All right, stay away. But take Campbell. I feel like
it's
they're a
on
better
their home
team.
floor. Yeah.
Bowie's Creek, North Carolina. UAB is catching 1.5 against Middle Tennessee. This game is a conference. Wait, they're not conference foes anymore.
Former
conference foes. This is in Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Good game.
This is a really good game. Give me UAB to get this done. What are you doing here?
I'll take UAB as well, even though they struggle away from home.
Middle Tennessee lost one of their best players the other day. Remember?
Yeah.
So
yeah. Middle Tennessee doesn't really lose at home. They lost their first game. I think they had like an 32 game home winning streak, and it was snapped their last home game here.
Who was the snap by?
What'd you say?
Who was the snap by?
Catamounts, baby.
Who was on that?
We were.
Who was on the game before?
TCE.
When they beat Stephen F. Austin? Your boy Dundee. All right. On a night tonight when I'm losing my ass, I got to look back at all those wins. All right. say, yeah, I remember those wins.
The point here is that last year when UAB visited Murfreesboro, it was 74-73 in overtime. Very close game.
I'm still taking UAB. Mac?
1 point game. 1 point game.
Yeah.
I think it comes right down the wire.
Do we have a line for Wright State Hofstra? Noah, you can get that, or Stephen F. Austin, Utah State. I'd appreciate it. In the meantime, Alabama A&M is heading into the jungle. Take on Auburn. They lost by 29. No, they actually lost by 35 the last time they played. Whew. They're laying 30.5 though. Give me Alabama A&M. What are you doing here?
Do you have anybody on deck? Virginia Tech next week. I'll take the points.
Yeah, take the points here. Alcorn's catching 27.5 against TCU.
Ugh.
Give me the. I feel like TCU's played like 20 of these games.
They don't have it. They don't have a non-con tournament. They've played Southern, Nebraska, Omaha, Rio Grande, Mississippi Valley State. They play Alcorn. They got Houston Baptist next, and then they play all high majors after that. It's the weirdest schedule I've ever seen in my life. They go Georgetown, Clemson, Arizona State, and then they go ODU, and then it's Big 12 play. So they literally get all their cupcakes out of the way. It's weird.
I'll lay it, I guess. I'll lay it.
Yeah.
By the way, Stephen F. Austin, Utah State. Stephen F. Austin's laying 1. I think Utah State gets them. I will take the 1, and I think the Aggies get SFA, even though they've been a kind of a darling of mine. What are you doing here?
I really like Utah State. I think they're the better team. I'm going to lock them. Let's go.
Wright State is getting a point against Hofstra. Oh, I'm sorry. You locked that. My bad. Moneyline Mac locking up Utah State Aggies. Wright State's getting a point against Hofstra. What are you doing here?
Wrong team favorite. I'll lock up Wright State. No, talk me into it. I like it.
I'm not locking this, but I do like Wright State. Moneyline Max says, "Come ride with the Raiders." Is this?
I'm not locking it. I think they win the game, but they're only a 1 point dog. It wasn't that much of a bold call.
Win the game. I like it. They're gonna win.
They have Trey Calvin back. I said it early in the show, but mention it one more time there. Their second 20-point per game guard, he's back.
Noah, can you get me the Tennessee Purdue line? In the meantime, Western Illinois is catching 2.5 against Valpo. I feel like we should take Valpo and lock it.
I feel like we should too, and it's absolutely filthy. But Valpo's actually been decent.
I'm locking this. Give me Valpo minus 2.5. Let's go.
Let's
go, Crusaders.
Yeah.
Texas Southern's getting 8.5 against Oral Roberts. Oral Roberts looked all right the other night.
Oh, I like this one.
Laying the 8.5? I'll take the points too. Give me Southern in the points. I'm not locking it. You?
I'm gonna lock it. I think they might win this game outright. I think that Texas Southern's a lot better than their record. Just like every other year, they finally get to play a non-high major team. This is when they pick off these teams. So I'm gonna be on Texas Southern. Sprinkle some on the money line. Let's go.
Money line Mac riding with Texas Southern. Tennessee Purdue. Did we find that line? Is it right in front of me and I'm not looking? Purdue minus 2. I will lock up the Tennessee Volunteers. I think Tennessee's winning this tournament. What are you doing here, Mac?
You said Purdue's lane 2?
Yeah.
Wrong team favored. Give me Tennessee. They're really good in November, man.
Barnes in November. System plays. Fresno State's laying 4.5 against New Mexico State. You know I can't fade New Mexico State. Greatest program of them all. They got commitment. Their coaches have your back. They'll even take a murder weapon on the road with them and hide it in a fucking hotel room for you. That's the type of place I want to go play at. If I had a son, which I hopefully, if all goes well, will, I'm going to tell him, son, if you keep making those free throws, we're gonna go to New Mexico State, baby. All right. What are you doing here?
A little dust up there, and then Cam Kerr will put you on the fucking graphic.
Let's go, buddy.
Yeah, I will. I'll take New Mexico State. Those are our guys, but no, I am not locking them.
I'm just saying, if you dive into the history of college basketball, there's a lot of scumbag fucking coaches. You know what I mean?
Rick Pitino.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, there's a lot that like will tell you one thing and then go. Remember that Baylor coach that was basically like trying to make one of his players, Dave Bliss, I think his name was.
Yeah.
Tried to like wrap a murder on one of his players. Just a true piece of shit. So to me, when you find a team and a program that will basically help you be in a way kind of an accomplice in the murder. One's loyal, one's not. It's pretty easy to see. New Mexico State, they're doing it right down there. Pepperdine was on the flight with Stacking the Money Green today. I got several texts saying Pepperdine's on the flight with me. I'm sitting next to them, and they're not very confident about beating UC Irvine. They're getting 7.5 though. This is in Vegas.
Yeah.
Give me the 7.5. Irvine will win. Give me the 7.5. What are you doing here?
I think I agree with Sean. I'll lay it. Irvine's good.
Riverside. UC Riverside laying 6.5 against Green Bay. Give me Green Bay in the points. UCR is not that. Actually, this should be a lock. We should lock this.
They just won though. Can they win back to back or keep? Is this a spot where they get drilled? This
Riverside's ass this year, though, dude. They're ass. I've watched them.
I'm going to be on Riverside. I can't go Green Bay back to back.
I'm taking Green Bay. By the way, Rob, I already know it is a boy plus 100. I do have a son, in the works. So, God willing, everything goes good. Maybe one day he'll be, watching a game at New Mexico State.
Iowa Hawkeye.
Yeah,
on special teams.
Arkansas Pine Bluff is getting 16.5 against Minnesota.
Is Noah locking this?
No, we need to go back. We need to lock this up again. 16.5. Come on.
I like.
Let's put out an APB on APB.
I like it. I'll join you. Too many points for Minnesota to lay.
Let's go. Golden Lions. Yes. No, I'm not talking about the only Chinese restaurant in Minneapolis. I'm talking about the Arkansas Pine Bluffs. All right. Let's go. I need the line for Siena, Milwaukee, Lemoyne, Cal State Northridge, and Kansas Marquette. Need those 3 lines. So Milwaukee's laying 9 against Siena. I can't believe I'm saying this. You ready for this?
Wait,
you ready for this?
Again? They're laying 9?
I'm locking it up. Let's go. Let's go. Panther Pride. Panther Pride. What are you doing here?
Wait, so you're locking Northridge?
No. Oh. Milwaukee's laying 9 against Siena.
Oh, sorry. I thought we were talking Northridge and Milwaukee. I'll take Milwaukee, but they burned me today. I'm staying away.
Oh, I got burned really bad today by Milwaukee, but I'm going back, baby. A little Patino magic going on there. Lemoyne and Northridge. Do we have Lemoyne's catching 13.5?
Oh, no. Too many.
Dude, they got drilled by Santa Barbara. They got fucking drilled. I'll take Lemoyne. I ain't locking it. You're locking it?
I am. That's way too many points. Bring some on the money line.
Moneyline Max said, ride with the Dolphins of Lemoyne. He's the one that always brings up going around the world. I feel like Lemoyne has been everywhere. They were in D.C., taking on Georgetown. They were in Philly. They were in fucking San Diego. They're in Santa Barbara.
They almost beat San Diego.
Lemoyne has had 2 different West Coast trip stints. They went back and then they came out again.
Hilarious. Anything for that check,
baby.
What's the Kansas Marquette number? Do we have that out yet?
Let me guess. 3.5.
Wait a second. I do like this idea. Where are we at here?
I know the human being and fish can coexist peacefully.
You know what that means, folks? I think we do this. The fucking Long Island Sharks and the Lemoyne Dolphins TCE parlay. You want to fucking swim with the Sharks and the Dolphins? I think we should fucking have a little oceanic parlay. All right, you in?
Oh yeah, I'm plugging it in on Bet365 right now. If you want to go money line, because what is it, plus 700 and plus 750? You can really make some bank here with the Sharks and Dolphins.
What are we doing here? We got the fucking Sharks, Lemoyne. I know it sounds like a fucking mayonnaise or something, but don't worry. The fucking Dolphins are gonna go out there to the Valley. You been to the Valley? They're only shooting pornos out there in the fucking Valley of Los Angeles. I think we parlay both of them. We go deep sea diving in the ocean with those fucking creatures, and we win.
I'm in. Let's go. Let's go deep diving. I can't.
Folks, let's go. Parlaying. Let's ride. This is a great play. It's a great play. Final game of the night. The Toledo Rockets. Toledo. Where's this game at? This is in like Cancun, right? Where the fuck is this? Henderson, the Dollar Loan Center. All right. Toledo, New Mexico. New Mexico's laying 2.5. I will lock up New Mexico minus 2.5. I kind of love this play. What do you make of this one, Mac?
Yeah, it's in Vegas. Toledo coming off an impressive win at Wright State, but I like New Mexico in Vegas. I think they'll have the home crowd. I'll ride with you. Let's go Lobos.
That's what I'm saying. New Mexico, look, Patinos, they know about prostitution rings. They're going to Vegas, the home of prostitution. I'm still talking my New York. But you know what I mean. Look, they know about these. There's a lot of diners in Vegas. It's a good opportunity to jump on New Mexico minus 2.5 because they feel at home. Noah, I see you're here.
Yeah, no line yet out on Kansas and Marquette. No opening line yet.
3.
Ken Palm's got this thing at 3, and Torvik has it at 3.5. So if there is a 3 out there, that seems about right.
I'll take Kansas. Unfortunately, Mac,
I'm gonna lock up Kansas.
Yeah,
they just played in a back and forth comeback.
They played fucking Chaminade. Give me Kansas minus 3. Lock it up, folks.
I'm right there with you. Triple lock this thing. I think Hunter Dickinson, I hated on him facing Chaminade. Now we get a Marquette game. I still think he's going to eat. I think he's much more physical, big, down low than Oso Iguodaro and Joplin. So I think he's going to eat their lunch tomorrow. Give me Kansas.
Kansas minus 3 is the play.
Friends through eternity, loyalty, honesty will stay together through thick or thin. Friends forever.
All right, folks, that's our fucking show. No, our locks. My locks, at least. Lock it up, UNC Wilmington minus 2.5 against App State. Lock it up, Prairie View. Lock it up, Stetson. Those are 3 that I like. Moving along, we're locking up McNeese State. I'm also locking up Louisiana system play. After that, I am locking up Southern Utah. Come ride with the Thunderbirds in Ruston, Louisiana. After that, I am locking up Southern Illinois. This is also a money line play. The Salukis are barking. I am also locking up the East Carolina Pirates because they're the greatest team in all the land. I am also in a lock battle with Indiana State against Rice. I am on the Sycamores. Let's go. I'm also locking up Monmouth. I am also in a lock battle with the Albany Great Danes taking care of the Black Knights of Army. I also am going to be betting the fucking Long Island Sharks. Part of my fucking parlay with the Dolphins. Lemoyne. I am betting Lemoyne now with the points against CSUN. I might go to this game. I should go to this game. I'll fucking dress as a dolphin. Let's go. Besides that, what else did I? What else am I on here? I am on Kansas minus 3 against Marquette. New Mexico and Arkansas Pine Bluff and Milwaukee. This is a beautiful slate. And I don't have to do as much work tomorrow. Still got to do a little work, but not as much. Going to be able to kick back, watch more than I did today. These Mondays are killing me. Mac, fire away with your locks.
Yeah, we're going to right the ship on these afternoon games. So let's go Wilmington. Lay the points here against App State. We're laying the points with Stetson against Central Michigan. All those dogs won today, so it flips over to the favorites tomorrow. So there's two right there. McNeese, we're taking them over Texas State. Lay the points. Zags, lay the big number against Syracuse. Bounce back. Southern Utah, I think, is live in Ruston, Louisiana, against Louisiana Tech. I'm on the Seminoles. I think that they have a chance to beat Colorado tomorrow in that final over there. Southern Illinois, fade spot of JMU and all the hype. I love JMU, but this is a bad spot. Take the Saluki, sprinkle some on the money line in Cancun. Lock battles here. I got Rice over Indiana State, and I got Army over my Great Danes of Albany. We're all on Monmouth over Lehigh. That was an interesting number. Wrong team favored. Long Island Sharks, baby, over Columbia. Sprinkle some on the money line, man. They're going to win this game. Maryland, smash spot off these embarrassing loss against little brother UMBC. Utah State over Stephen F. in that final. Wright State over Hofstra. I like that spot. Valpo over Western Illinois. Texas Southern. I think they're a live dog against Oral Roberts. I'll take that. Tennessee over Purdue. Rick Barnes is automatic in November. Pine Bluff. I think they're live at Minnesota. We all do. So sprinkle some on the money line. Lemoyne, baby. Let's go. The Dolphins over Northridge. Colby, you might be at that game to cash our parlay. Give me New Mexico and Vegas over Toledo and Rock Chalk. I think it's a bad spot for Marquette after the emotional win. I'll take the depth and length of Kansas to wear down the Marquette Golden Eagles. Bill Self always owns Shaka Smart. Rock Chalk gets done tomorrow night.
I like it. Noah, fire away with his locks, buddy.
Southern Utah plus 13.5 against Louisiana Tech. Then in a lock battle with Colby, give me Rice plus 5.5 against Indiana State. I think wrong team's favored there, but I didn't say sprinkle the money line. I think they can win that game. So Monmouth plus 1.5 against Lehigh, coming off the letdown spot off of a win against Temple. Then Long Island plus 13.5 against Columbia. Sprinkle some on that money line, plus 700 to have some fun there. Maryland minus 19 against UMBC. This is just a bounce back spot after 3 tough matchups for Maryland. And then Kansas minus 3 against Marquette.
Boom, right there. And shout out to Jason Eakins, who says, is there a weekday college football show? Yes, tomorrow at around 5 Pacific, maybe 5:30 Pacific. We will have our college football show rolling. Shout out to the whole chat. Even that fucking idiot. All right, whatever. All right. Whatever. You know, he said some weird stuff. I'm a bit confused. So wait. Okay. I don't know. Anyway, still perplexed by one of those lines that was dropped. Didn't make a lot of sense, but so does when I look out there, when Dundee looks out there at the world, nothing makes fucking sense. So besides that fucking Long Island Sharks Lemoyne parlay, let's go, folks. We'll be back tomorrow talking college hoops too. And appreciate all you guys. Once again, shout out to anyone that donated to, and just anyone, even if you can't donate, it's all good. It's all good. If you're in the chat, we appreciate you. And yeah, look, you're gonna have losing days. Anyone's a fucking idiot. If you're just sitting there and you lost a bunch of money because of one fucking losing day, whatever. All right, whatever. They don't understand the fucking thing. All right, so. Folks, appreciate you tuning in. Subscribe, youtube.com/thecollege experience. That's the hub for all of our shows. Mac hosts the Big 12 College Experience. Highly recommend that. Him and his buddies, they kick ass at that. So check out that. Give Moneyline Mac a follow on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. He also has another podcast called The Ryan and Rush Show, which is cool. Noah, behind the scenes, doing great work. He is the host of the College Baseball Experience with myself. And also, you can find him on Twitter at NoahB77_. Give him a follow. And yeah, he's good. He's good at what he does. Occasionally he'll lock up Mississippi Valley State. We bust his balls, but he's good. He's good. He knows what he's doing.
Baron.
Yeah. All right. I'm on Twitter at thecolbyd. Follow away. And I also host the FCS College Football Experience, the College Football Experience, and some other ones. But all those ones come together on YouTube on the College Experience show. So youtube.com/the College Experience. Subscribe. Also follow away on Twitter, X, whatever the fuck. If you can, hop on over to iTunes, give us a 5-star review. I fully expect a 1-star review saying alcoholics. Okay. I honestly, if I'm telling the truth, 5 stars. I definitely take it as a compliment. But 5 stars are awesome. They really help us on iTunes. Sponsors look at them. But between me and you, the 1 stars are fucking great. I mean, they fucking make me laugh. Anyway, folks, have a wonderful night. And look, we'll be back tomorrow. All right. Thank you, world. And tomorrow, look, revenge is on the mind. All right. Our fucking parlay is going to smash. Until next time, folks, this is the College Basketball Experience. You better start thinking about yours. And we out of here.